Hello, Professor Benavides here. Let's talk about Lab 3, Task 1. So we're going to do a search. We're going to create a document, and we're going to see how it works to find things not only outside but inside. So let's read the directions, and then we'll drill down on it. It says start WordPad and create a document that simply contains your first name. Name the document file as your last name and save the file to its default location, accepting the default file format. Exit WordPad, type in your first name into the search box on the taskbar, and point to the file you just created to show the tooltip and do a print screen. So in other words, it looks for stuff inside metadata. Okay, so we're going to call this print screen task 1 search box. No need to include the WordPad file in your submission, just the print screen file. Note you'll need this RTF file in the next task. I guess that's a hint as to what the default file format is. Okay, so let's just take it a step at a time. Start WordPad and create a document that simply contains your first name. So let's go ahead and start WordPad. He does refer, a long time ago, we used to call it the executive word processor. And of course, why? Because it was supposedly so simple an executive could use it. So that was what people used to say in the 90s. Okay, so now start WordPad and create a document that simply contains your first name. Okay, so I'll just say Robert. Okay. Name the document, I guess you could say save the document as your last name and save the file to its default location, accepting the default file folder. So we're going to go File, Save As. Notice how it goes to the Documents folder of your computer. The default file format is a rich text format, and I'm just going to call it my last name. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And then it says Exit WordPad, so I will. Then it says type in your first name into the search box on the taskbar and point to the file you just created to show the tooltip, and then do a print screen. So I'm going to click in the search box and I'm going to type in my first name. All right. So it takes a little bit of time, to come up. And oh, did I spell Robert right or not? Look, Robert. Okay. So, and I'm not seeing it. Best match. Robert Webb, it seems to be looking online. Let's go ahead and see. That's all. We have apps. Documents. Okay, so we've got to click on, in this search box, documents. Okay. This is the new enhanced search dialog, and it has various categories up here at the top: apps, documents, web, and more, so you can segregate your search. So this helps me to just zero in on files, otherwise it's just way too much. So if you'll notice here, when I point to it, I see, well, I don't even have to point to it, right? I mean, I can see that the file is called Benavides, and I can actually see that the word Robert is underneath there, okay? So there's the little tooltip. I'm going to do a print screen and bring that into Paint and continue on here. So the idea here is that when you perform a search, not only can it search for files, and you notice if you want to, files in this case, we have to go to documents. It can search for text in the file as well. Many times that's referred to as metadata, that is the words inside your documents, as well as the metadata. Metadata is, I guess, more precisely the descriptive text information about what's in a file, like its height, weight, size, creator, copyright, holder, title, editor, date created, all that kind of stuff that can be searched for. Right now, I just did a search for internal data in this document. So I'm going to go ahead and start Paint. And click Paste. And there it is there, proof that I was able to go ahead and search my computer for information about me. I mean, you could go to like maybe your boss's computer and right, and do a search, see if he's got anything on you, right? So just coming up with an application for this. So I'm going to click on Save. Now I'm going to go ahead and call this Task 1. We'll just call it Search Box. Now the default location for this, well, we want to put it on the desktop. I think it'll be easier if we put it on the desktop. So I'm going to click on Desktop, and then it'd be easier if I just went ahead and created my folder. I don't have my folder ready, so I'm going to click on New Folder. Could have done that beforehand. Okay, so this would be lab3 underscore and then your username. Okay, so we want to double click on this little folder so that we can then put this file in that folder. Let's save it as a JPEG. All right, save, close. And let me verify that it's in there. And yes, it is. You see it like that because I've got the dual monitors, right? No need to cut it out for this one. All right, so let's go and continue with this lab assignment. This task is complete, task 1 from chapter 3.